Well, I'm glad you brought up the pregnancy, Melissa. I'm curious to know how your fan base engaged with you as a pregnant woman making porn. Was it fun? Was it inappropriate? How did it make you feel? I'm just curious about what that whole experience was like.
Yeah. It was definitely very different than what I'd thought, because you hear, oh, pregnancy's a fetish, so it's gonna be awesome for you, and it definitely is a fetish, but I wasn't really able to like maybe find the target market at the, within the amount of time. Like I wasn't able to really capitalize on it well. I think just because of the hormones and the physical uncomfortableness of pregnancy. So I never really felt like I really like rocked it in that sense. And my regular fans weren't the pregnant fans, because I hadn't been pregnant before, so they were just like really nice and kind of hung in there with us and were very supportive. But it became very strange to Cam. I personally, I didn't like it. I didn't do it very much. It was just a lot of questions, a lot of medical questions that I would get most of the time. And the bigger I got, the less tips, just more medical questions. And and I think what was honestly the most frustrating is just because you have no patience, because you're pregnant. And it was really like the level to which people do not understand how pregnancy works medically was, I couldn't handle it after month, like just explaining basic stuff like,
Right.
I don't have milk in my boobs yet because I haven't had the baby yet. You don't have milk before, you have it after, like having to explain that every day. You just are like, fuck it, so...
Right.
Yeah, so it wasn't as much as people were like, I love pregnant women, they weren't really... I never really found those people. Except for maybe they joined my OnlyFans or something, But I didn't really get to know them,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like a freak show, a total freak show. Just like, it was just like, what do you want to see me do? What do you want to see,
Right.
And yeah, very little about the actual fetish of anything related to pregnancy, whether it be like something I consider kind of dirty or disrespectful towards pregnancy, or like really honoring of it. None of it. It was just kind of like most people were just like, like you say, So,
Well, part of your work and the way you do your porn is you ask people when you're live on Chatterbait, for example, what they want to see. Is that right?
a lot of times,
Like
we
you
give them options and stuff.
Yeah. And so, given that that's your entry point and your style, you're willing to get feedback from folks. Did they just lose imagination when it came to the pregnant body? Or was it also that you felt uncomfortable with being more like giving your body to the audience in the same way?
I definitely, I'm sorry. Is there? Can you phrase it? Can you phrase the question one more time? Because I'm like, I'm thinking about it, and now I've lost my train.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got all the time. Look, I'm thinking about the Chatterbait platform.
Yeah.
And how a lot of people use it in the way you do.
Exactly.
Where people can give you feedback, or they can give you suggestions on what to do and what they want to see on cam. Now, I'm wondering, with the pregnant body, is it that your viewers just didn't have the imagination for it to play with it? Or was it you that felt discomfort with allowing people to direct you with what to do while you're pregnant?
Let's see. I had a lot of really wonderful and participatory people who, I would say the best way of summarizing it is that they kind of ignored it, right? They just treated me like I was just me, like, the way I would want to be treated. Just, but kind of on, oh wow, you're getting bigger, other, comments like that are sort of acknowledging the stomach at one point, but then just playing with me in a normal way. And so it was really people I didn't know, strangers. I would say it's really just screen names I haven't seen before. It would be, those were the people like asking a lot of questions. And there was a good bit of regulars who felt like they were close enough with me to just come in and keep asking medical questions every day. And that got a little frustrating too, because they were like friends or regulars, and so that was kind of hard. But once I started to explain that I wasn't interested in doing that, that got better. But I wouldn't say that people weren't imaginative, and I wasn't that uncomfortable. It's that there were just a lot of strangers, we're going to call them, that came in saying really off-base comments. Whether they're inappropriate, a lot of sexualization of the baby, like the baby's feeling this and the baby's that, and the baby's going to come out this way and that way because of this and that, and really mixing the lines, like the baby's going to need a slicker because of your squirting. It's like, what? Can you think about that for a minute, sir? Like just comments like that you don't even know how to respond to. You're just like, the baby's not going to be around my squirts, you idiot. Like, I don't know. So stuff like that where it wasn't funny, it wasn't gross, it was just literally like, are you on planet Earth too? So just stuff like that. It was just got really frustrating, like human to human connection wise. It was just like, have you ever met a human being who's had a baby before? Like, why am I getting so many people asking me questions as if they have never been anywhere close to this experience? Like, it was so maddening,
A lot of people haven't, though.
Yeah, and I guess so.
A lot
That's
of people
what's going on.
a lot of people, a lot of men have not been around.
Yeah, and
pregnancy or babies,
And then that got this whole thing going with me.